Good day, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome to It's a Small Vlog. And today I'm here on this very cold and overcast day at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And if you've been keeping up with the channel for a while, it's pretty blatant that out of all four Walt Disney World theme parks, this is the one that I tend to vlog the least at, just because there usually isn't that much happening here. That all changes starting today with this Animal Kingdom specific construction video. Now, really, this video is going to be split in half between construction and then just other general park updates. But we have a lot to talk about in today's video, and I'm really excited to do one here because I have not done an Animal Kingdom specific video in general since the summer of 2023, and everything that I've uploaded ever since then that has featured Animal Kingdom, it hasn't really been getting the spotlight lately. It's always just been featured in bigger property-wide videos, whether it's been construction updates or team park challenges with my friends, things of that nature. But today, Animal Kingdom is finally going to get the spotlight that it deserves, and I think that this video is finally going to change that as some brand new investment starts to get plugged into Animal Kingdom with new park additions that are going to be on the way very, very, very soon. And one of those additions has to do with something right behind me at the Tree of Life, which is where we're going to start today's video. I'm very excited. I hope that you guys are too. Let's get straight into it. Beginning today's video here at the Tree of Life, we have to talk about something that I haven't discussed in a while. If you guys recall, Disney announced a while back that they were planning on debuting a brand new show to take over the Tree of Life Theater, where It's Tough to Be a Bug is currently situated, with Zootopia being the IP selected. The new show, called Zootopia Better Zoogether, will be a brand new production debuting inside the Tree of Life later this year in, quote, winter 2025, which most likely means sometime in November or December. But getting back to It's Tough to Be a Bug, a few weeks ago, Disney officially announced a closing date for the show as preparations begin for the theater to welcome in something new. It's Tough to Be a Bug will take its final bow on Sunday, March 16th, 2025, and will permanently close the next day on Monday, March 17th, with permits already being filed for construction. As far as details go regarding this new Zootopia show, we really don't have that much to work off of, minus 2 pieces of concept art and a vague description from Disney. Quote, the newest show coming to the Tree of Life Theater features Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and all of their friends from Walt Disney Animation Studios' Zootopia. The show, Zootopia Better Zoogether, will take guests on an adventure through different biomes seen in the film and opens in winter 2025, end quote. On top of this, it's also believed that the show will feature an original song of some sorts, as teased by a recent promo video on Disney's social media accounts. Going back to the opening date, we know that Disney is targeting a winter 2025 opening timeframe, but more specifically, I'd probably put my money on the month of November for its debut. The reason being is because Zootopia 2 is set to hit theaters as Disney's next big feature film Thanksgiving weekend, and I would imagine that Disney would want to have the show coincide with the release of the film. If Disney can do this, it will allow them to really emphasize the marketing for both the show and the movie, and create more IP synergy inside Animal Kingdom specifically. And in the grand scheme of things, this show really isn't going to be what I'd consider a major new offering here at the parks, but it's been quite some time since we've gotten anything new at Animal Kingdom in general, so it's definitely something to look forward to regardless. But that's the latest happening here at the Tree of Life as we head on over to Dinoland U.S.A, where the majority of the park's construction is currently happening. Alright everybody, and now for the bulk of today's video, we've officially made it over here to Dinoland U.S.A, or at least what's left of it. As you can see, Chester and Hester's DinoRama is now officially walled off. If you watched my last update here from back in October, I mentioned that we had closing dates for Chester and Hester's, and now it is officially behind walls, and all the work that's currently happening here in this section of Dinoland is really just the beginning of bigger things to come as the land undergoes its historic transformation into the tropical Americas. So if it weren't obvious enough, Phase 1 demolition of Dinoland U.S.A. has officially begun, with a large construction site taking over the former footprint of Chester and Hester's DinoRama. This is all in preparation for the land's massive reimagining into the tropical Americas, which is set to open sometime in 2027. Chester and Hester's DinoRama closed permanently back on January 13th, with demolition taking place shortly after. As you can see here, pretty much the entire area has been completely bulldozed, with all of Triceratops Spin and the Fossil Fun Carnival games nowhere in sight. Literally the only thing that still remains is the large Cementosaurus off to the left, but I have a feeling he'll be going extinct fairly soon too. The only exception for what will be staying mostly intact in this area is Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures gift shop in the back right, as according to official concept art, that building will be remaining and will just simply be getting rethemed. As you can see, all of the old signage that used to decorate the roof of the shop has been dismantled, and I suspect work is probably well underway on the inside as well. As far as what will soon be coming to this area, this section of Dinoland specifically will be home to the new Encanto attraction. According to permits, the size of this attraction is actually going to be pretty darn big, and Disney has to literally build this entire attraction straight from the ground up, hence why this whole section closed first. As far as when we could see vertical construction happen on the new attraction, I honestly don't think that milestone is too far away. If Disney can finish clearing the land in full within the next month or two, there's a good chance we could start to see vertical construction happen as early as sometime this spring or summer. Now, as far as the rest of the land goes, all of it obviously still remains open for the foreseeable future. But what's especially interesting is that Disney has confirmed that Dinosaur specifically will be staying open into 2026. Yep, that's right. Thankfully, you still have plenty of time left to experience Dinosaur, as the attraction will be staying open for the remainder of the year. And honestly, this makes a lot of sense because it's no secret that Animal Kingdom doesn't have that many attractions, and Dinosaur is a huge people eater. For the sake of keeping Animal Kingdom at a normal operational capacity for as long as possible, it's crucial for Dinosaur to remain open for the rest of the year into 2026. The leading rumor is that because the entire land is scheduled to open sometime in 2027, Disney will most likely close Dinosaur in January of 2026. And this also makes sense because unlike the Encanto attraction, what's coming after Dinosaur is much less logistically challenging for Disney. The Indiana Jones attraction will simply just be a retheme of Dinosaur, so the attraction should have a much quicker turnaround time. I mean, think about it this way. Let's say, hypothetically, Disney is targeting for a summer 2027 completion date for the entire land. Closing Dinosaur in January of 2026 would allow for about a year and a half of downtime as it undergoes its reimagining to reopen the following summer. And this is the exact timeline that Splash Mountain followed over at the Magic Kingdom. That attraction closed in January of 2023, and Tiana's Bayou Adventure reopened in June of 2024. So what I'm getting at here is that assuming Disney wants the entire land completed by the summer of 2027, an 18-month-long reimagining for Dinosaur is extremely doable. Granted, we'll still have to wait and see what Disney's confirmed plans are as we near closer to the end of Dinosaur's lifetime, but I'd say that's a pretty good estimate. Now, as far as other things go, like Restaurantosaurus and the Boneyard, unlike Dinosaur, those were not confirmed to last into 2026. So it's possible that we could see both of those close sooner rather than later. As for my estimate, I personally think that Restaurantosaurus will actually stay open into 2026 because that will eventually be the new home of the large hacienda, which in the grand scheme of things is really just a simple retheme of the building. Additionally, when it comes to in-park operations, Restaurantosaurus is another high-demand offering at the park, so keeping it open for as long as possible is in Disney's best interest. As for the Boneyard, though, I don't foresee that having as much time remaining. The left side when you walk into the land is going to be the future home of the Disney character Carousel, and then the right side going down will all be part of the new town square Disney is building called Pueblo Esperanza, so it's definitely not as simple as Dinosaur or Restaurantosaurus. With that being said, I do think that the Boneyard is likely to close later this year, with maybe sometime in the fall if I had to venture a guess. I know that was a lot to cover, but that seems to be everything happening here in what's left of Dinoland USA as work officially begins on the land's historic reimagining, and this video officially marks my exciting journey documenting the construction of the land from beginning to end. So if you want to keep up with all the latest happening here at Animal Kingdom and more, be sure you're subscribed with those notifications turned on. All right, everybody, we are done with all of the actual visible construction happening here at Animal Kingdom. Again, most of it was taking place over in Dinoland. We're here in Asia now. One other thing I want to quickly talk about is that right behind me we have Kali River Rapids, which is currently closed for a refurbishment, but this doesn't come as any surprise. Every year, Kali River Rapids undergoes its annual winter refurbishment. After all, it is the you will get wet ride here at Walt Disney World. So it always does need to undergo a lot of maintenance and upkeep. So I don't know if you can hear some of the work happening behind me, but this isn't the exact spot of Kali River Rapids, but again, it is currently closed right now. I believe it is scheduled to reopen on March 15th, which is in just about 2.5 weeks at this point. Just something to make note of. All right, and then really quick, while we are here in Asia, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the internet lately, but there's a new baby tiger in the Maharajah Jungle Trek. His name is Bakso. I have not seen him yet, and the internet is going wild, no pun intended, over this baby tiger. So we're over here by the Maharajah Jungle Trek because maybe he'll be out this morning, and I haven't seen him yet. I really want to see him. I've seen a few photos and videos of him online. So we're gonna check and see if he's out. I'm not sure if he is, but I'll let you guys know. Before we head over to the tigers, here's a Komodo dragon posing for us this morning. Look at him. He's being very photogenic for us. In case you're wondering where the tigers are located, the sign is right at the beginning of the trail. The tigers are located about halfway through the trail in a temple themed area. This is a beautiful animal trail here at Animal Kingdom. If you haven't taken the time to walk through it, definitely be sure to do so. All right, here's the main area, and then over there is Bakso's mom. We found the crowds, which means we found Bakso.
20 minutes later.
He's exhausted.
Yeah, it was like
Go ahead, sneak in. There he is. Go ahead, it's okay. Sorry.
oh my god, he's so cute.
Right up the tush.
Oh my god.
This is the cutest ever.
Well, I never thought that the main attraction of Animal Kingdom would not be Flight of Passage or Everest or the Safari or even Dinosaur. It is a baby tiger, but I finally saw him. You know, you definitely got to be patient. Like there's a lot of people, so you know, just be patient. Maybe stand there, until you get to the front for maybe around 10 or 15 minutes or so. It's well worth it. I got a great, cute short little video of him. And then also the other really cool thing is that Bakso is a baby Sumatran tiger, and his name, it's so cute. Bakso is actually the Indonesian term for meatball. So his name means meatball. I mean, that's so cute for a little baby tiger. You can't get much more adorable than that. So if you haven't seen Bakso, aka Meatball, you definitely want to make sure that you do at the Maharajah Jungle Trek. The cast member said that he's usually out from the morning until around 3 o'clock. So make sure you go see him. Well, everybody, that is going to wrap up today's video here at Animal Kingdom. Again, it's a cold, overcast day, but Everest, as always, just looks beautiful. Look at the reflection in the water. Just gorgeous. But I'm so glad that I was able to finally do a dedicated video here at Animal Kingdom and film some of the construction and a few other updates happening around the park as well, especially with Baby Bakso over in the Maharajah Jungle Trek. He was so cute. I'm finally glad that I was able to see him, which is great. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on as well. Check me out on Instagram as well. The link is down below. Additionally, the link to my website is also down below. And if you're interested in Instagram threads, we have that too. The link to that is in my Instagram bio, so be sure to check that out as well. And what about you? What are you most excited for? How do you feel about It's Tough to Be a Bug closing down in just a few weeks at this point? How do you feel about all the demolition currently happening over at Dinoland U.S.A? And have you seen Baby Bakso yet? If you haven't, you gotta go see him. I mean, the hype is real. My name is Bobby. This has been It's a Small Vlog for your Animal Kingdom February 2025 construction update. And with all that out of the way, have a magical day, everybody. Bye.